live debate. IntelligenceSquared.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stephen Dunbar Johnson. I'm the publisher of the International Herald Tribune, which is just one element of the partnership behind this series of debates. And I am sincerely delighted to welcome you, here at the Royal Society this evening. Given the impassioned and sometimes controversial nature of climate change and the energy challenge, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the first of the Switched On Energy Debates. This series is a partnership between Intelligence Squared, an organization I think you know that is renowned for producing high-quality live debate on public platforms around the globe, the International Herald Tribune, whose editors will moderate the debates, and Shell, whose keen interest it is to foster dialogue on energy that provokes great ideas and greater understanding of the most pressing issues. This series will seek to offer a meeting point of all interested parties to debate the issues and discuss the outcomes in an intellectually sound, rigorous, and we hope enjoyable forum. So on behalf of our partners, Intelligence Squared and Shell, we trust you will find our panelists thought-provoking and informative. I'm sure you will. So we would ask you to remain switched on, listen carefully, and then to vote with both your heart and your head. And I'm delighted now to place you in the very capable hands of Marcus Maybury, who is the IHT's editor-at-large, and Marcus, who will moderate the panel tonight and who will introduce you to this evening's panelists. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. Welcome to tonight's debate by Intelligence Squared in partnership with the International Herald Tribune and the Royal Dutch Shell. It is a very exciting panel tonight. We have an august body before us. You may have noticed that Vicky's not here, but she will be here momentarily. When she comes in, she'll come up to the stage and sit right down with us. The motion before us, as you know, is London's climate change policy should begin in Beijing. Speaking in favor of that motion tonight, we'll have Simon Zadek and Vicky Price. Speaking against the motion, we'll have George Monbiot, followed by Malcolm Grimston. Just to give you a sense of how tonight's program is going to work, is when you came in, you were each given a card to vote on, for or against the motion, or to say you don't know which way you lean. At the end of the night, we will have another vote where you will actually take this card and you'll rip it in half. And if you are for the motion, you will put that half of the card in the box when the ushers come around. If you're against it, you'll put this half of the card in the box. If you still don't know, this is important, do not tear up your card yet. If you still don't know, you'll have to put the card in unadulterated, untorn. So please do not tear it yet, because if we don't convince you, then we want to know that we have failed in that regard tonight. Got it? Okay. So we're going to start with each of our speakers going to give an 8 to 9 minute speech at the podium. That will be followed by a response by the other side. We get to ask them questions following up. Vicky, please come on up. At the end of that time, about 8:20, we will open up to summing up speeches by each of the speakers for 2 minutes. Hi. And then after that, we'll open up to questions from you, the audience, for about 20 minutes. Without that, I'm not going to go into the long bios, because you have the bios of our speakers, and again, they're a fantastic and impressive bunch. I don't think we have to spend a lot of time going over the background. I think we should dive right into our question, which is not an easy one, as Stephen said. It's interesting that we talk about there are two great sovereign nations involved there, the People's Republic of China and the United Kingdom. It'll be interesting to see where we end up at the end of the evening.